Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no. Just when I think some girl is not going to subscribe to my YouTube channel because she loves Descendants or Zombies, she always does. Thank you so much for opening up your heart to me and allowing me to be the voice of Descendants and Zombies for what has felt like an eternity. It has been a huge honor to be able to sit behind this podcast microphone while I live through a zombie apocalypse and live on an island which there is no escape from. I'm really living like a Jurassic World type of lifestyle where there is no escape. And I could die in a plane crash. I could die in a boat that could crash and sink. My options aren't the greatest. But I knew that if I were going to create a podcast about Descendants or Zombies, I really had to live the experience. So when I found this haunted house where there's a lot of banging and unexplainable noises in the nighttime, I was like, yes! When the real estate agent told me my house was haunted, I knew I only not had the opportunity to create a show about Descendants or Zombies, but I also had the opportunity to live the whole Zombies Descendants experience for you. You know, I wish I had the answer to the questions that you guys probably wonder about a lot. I really do, but I can't explain it. All I know is that I always wanted to live in a world where humans and zombies could really coexist. I always wanted to have a girlfriend who was a vampire. You know, for years I've wanted a girlfriend who was a vampire because girlfriends who are vampires are actually really beautiful. And mermaids are quite beautiful too, which is why I hope that we see mermaids enter the franchise. Zombies 5 looks really cool. And I think, you know, your imagination would really explode if you had the opportunity to see mermaids see their introduction into the Zombies franchise. I watched the Worlds Collide tour a couple of nights ago, and it was amazing. It was the best experience that I've had in my entire life. It really makes me thankful that I live on an island that could be infested by zombies or vampires at any given moment. And mermaids could surface from the water because this island is surrounded by water, so there are a lot of legendary tales that are associated with mermaids and sea creatures and vortexes that come up out of the water unexplainably. Oh, you haven't lived until you live on this island, which is actually quite beautiful and quite peaceful. Now, around dusk, when I record a video for you guys, you may hear cops going, sirens, gunshots firing, because, of course, zombie apocalypses can happen at any given moment on this island, and one can never be too prepared. You always have to have the necessary essentials when you are caught up within a zombie apocalypse, which means you have to have bullets to kill werewolves because of silver bullets being necessary. You have to have lots of garlic on hand to combat the vampires. There's a lot of stuff that, in all honesty, you really need to be prepared for, and you kind of got to leave it to the professionals. You know, I've been hunting vampires for forever, especially vampire guys who take your girlfriends from you who you think are vampires, and you go to school and university with people who you think are vampires. One can never be too sure. Because in this world, you know, I know there's the stories about zombies aren't real and stuff like that, but I mean, you know, you think about a girl, you know, and how all she ever wants is a guy to really understand her for what she's worth and her value, and that's all a girl ever really wants. We shouldn't subject people like Kylie Cantrell and Meg Donnelly to all this criticism like we do. All they ever wanted is a guy to really accept them and understand them for who they are worth. That's all a girl ever really wants. And then you think about a world that doesn't have zombies in it, but this world really does have zombies in it because that's why guys are such idiots. And they can't understand why girls are, you know, what they're really all about and why they are the way they are. They're the way they are because all they ever wanted is just for you to understand them and accept them for what they're worth. And then maybe if you understood them and accept them for what they're worth, you might get a couple of extra likes on your social media pages. Duh. I figured that out when I was like 15 years old. And that's why I got a bunch of girls subscribed to this YouTube channel, because I actually appreciate them. I appreciate how they love Descendants or Zombies, unlike these other critics on YouTube that say nothing but negative things about Descendants or Zombies. Oh, it makes me so sad. So I actually took myself up on the opportunity to live into a house that is haunted and could blow up at any given moment because I'm living near a chemical plant and a soda plantation that could explode. And how convenient is that? How convenient is that? I look forward to a fabulous future for the Descendants and Zombies franchise, and I'm going to tell you why. I think that Malachi Burton is doing a fabulous job having the torch passed to him, and I also think that Freya Skye is doing a fabulous job having the torch passed to her. I appreciate how Meg Donnelly and Mila Manheim are going to move behind the camera, but I think that there could be a lot more action seen in the Zombies franchise by the time we get to Zombies 5, if in fact we do get there. The release window for this one is looking like 2027. So it opens up the door for a lot of unpredictability to happen, and I'm really excited to see where we go from here with this. I really am, because there is so much that we could have created off of this. There are so many legendary tales about mermaids. Actually, a couple of days ago, I was actually asked to go on a mermaid excursion with my friends from New York. I don't know if he's crazy or not. I haven't gotten a look into his medical background or not yet, but he actually asked me if I wanted to go on a mermaid excursion, and I would actually love the opportunity to be out on the water and watch mermaids jump up out of the water and have a whole lot of fun. I really would. I think mermaids are the most beautiful creatures. There is such a legacy attached to mermaids, and I think that seeing mermaids see their introduction into the Zombies franchise would be absolutely fabulous. I would take myself up on the opportunity to watch that movie over and over again, and I think it would be my favorite chapter of the Zombies franchise. I have never ever, the reason why I say this is because I never ever wanted to take the possibility of a dream ever being achievable away from anybody. And that's why I really appreciate Kylie for using my opening line of my show on the Worlds Collide tour a couple of nights ago in San Diego when she said that every dream is possible no matter what that dream is. Thank you so much, Kylie. Thank you so much for indicating to me that you have seen my videos and you watch my videos. I don't know for how long you've watched my videos, but thank you so much for using my tagline. I will not sue the Disney company for that because I want them to use that tagline. I've been saying that for 25 years. And all I've ever wanted anybody to do is hear my voice and hit my subscribe button. So if you are somebody who has yet to hit my subscribe button, or if you're even thinking about hitting my subscribe button before I invest $300 on a podcast microphone because I am freaking insane, and I know how much each and every one of you love Descendants or Zombies, so I will go out and do that this afternoon when I move out of my studio and go to the mall. Or actually, no, I have to order it online, which is a bit more complicated. But you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, man, you are really sweet. I'm going to hit your subscribe button because you love Descendants or Zombies as much as what we do, and you install reciprocal lights because the colors of your favorite Descendants characters are in the reciprocal lights. Please don't tell anybody that. Every night my room is pink because of Ruby Rose Turner announcing that she's leaving the Descendants franchise. Why, Ruby? Why have you left me here all alone to die? Please come back. I hope by the time we see Descendants 6, time travel is needed, and then Bridget makes her return and has more of a significant role with Descendants. But even though her time with Descendants was very short-lived, I think that she did an absolutely fabulous job illustrating just how far kindness can go in this world. Because one thing that I've always believed is that there is never enough kindness seen in this world. And there really isn't. I mean, how many times do you encounter idiots at school? How many times do you encounter idiots at work? How many times do you encounter idiots every single day? It could be just something simple like you saying hi to somebody every single day, and then all of a sudden they don't reply back to you. And it really is heart-wrenching to me when I say hi to somebody and they don't say hi back to me, or they don't hit my like button because my video is so terrible. Oh, you know, I love this channel so much, which is why I'd say over the period of, I don't know, 3 months, I must have put about $5,000 behind this YouTube channel, and I'm not done yet. You're going to have to hold on to what's going to be an incredible run, because I'm not done yet. I've always wanted to create a Descendants and Zombies themed YouTube channel that would ultimately achieve worldwide popularity for its message and achieve worldwide popularity for having been one of the greatest of all time. Because all you ever watch on YouTube are these AI videos that really make no sense. And I think that you've seen these videos for far long enough, and it's time that somebody offer you something that you can feel very appreciative of. Forgive me, but I think that a girl who spreads a message of kindness through songs such as Life is Sweeter When You Are and Get Your Hands Dirty is a beautiful girl and a beautiful representation of what everybody else should aspire to be, because there's never enough kind people in this world. There was just something about Ruby Rose Turner's voice being incredibly satisfying on that song, and a song that I can listen to over and over again on repeat. She did a fabulous job, and I think that she could have been brought back as a different character if she couldn't reprise her role as Bridget. I don't know why the Disney company just let her go. I don't know if it was because she didn't feel as if her worth was really worth anything with Descendants. I don't know if she was feeling downhearted about herself. But Ruby, I want you to know that if I become the director and I'm in creative control of Descendants, I will do everything within my power to bring you back. I will do everything within my power to see more people on stage for concert experiences such as the Worlds Collide Tour. I will do everything for each and every one of you, because this is a franchise that saved my life. I was just a podcaster who would create shows on YouTube that made no sense to anybody. I was just a podcaster on YouTube that was getting no views, no subscribers for different niches I was commenting on. I was getting subscribers, but not enough. Not as many as this. I don't know if it's because you love the fact that some guy dresses in flannel shirts like a zombie from Zombies 4 Dawn of the Vampires, and probably should have gone and consulted for red light therapy because of his skin being very pale. I don't know. Maybe you girls love it so much. I really don't know. But you gotta admit, this guy's really sweet who creates these Descendants or Zombies videos and went as far as to actually move into a house near a soda plantation or a chemical plant that could explode. And believe you me, you haven't lived until your cousin is a pilot who can get you off of this island, and on an island where there are only two ways off of it, where it's very prone to experience a zombie apocalypse. I've always wanted to live the Jurassic Park kind of lifestyle, where you could look out through your window and see 1,000 zombies potentially coming at you through your window at any given moment. If you actually watch my show during dusk, you may hear cops and guns going off all the time, because you never know when a zombie apocalypse could happen or when you could never be too prepared, honestly. I would love to live with Meg Donnelly, and then Meg Donnelly look at me looking for pills through my cabinet and say that I'm going I think I'm going zombified, and then have to get her to the hospital. There's just something about that kind of thing. And I would do that because I love Meg so much. I have the most respect for Descendants and Zombies fans that anybody could ever have. And that's why I really put my heart into this YouTube channel, and I have had no regrets since. I haven't looked back since. I have had so many career paths that have taken different directions. For various reasons, I couldn't host shows anymore, and I would just kind of disappear and fade off into obscurity. And every single time somebody would bring me back, because I had a lot going on personally and professionally in my life, and I couldn't juggle it. And now I'm back because of each and every one of you. But we're going to have a whole lot of fun on this show, because we got Meg Donnelly's birthday in 3 days from now. That's July 25th. We've got Morgan Dudley's birthday happening in August. We've got the 10th anniversary of Descendants happening on this YouTube channel. And I just celebrated the anniversary of Cameron Boyce's passing, because I know how much he means to each and every one of you. And that video was actually recommended by the YouTube recommendation system actually just last night. One of my videos was recommended by the YouTube recommendation system, because I really do put my heart into everything that is of history, of historical momentum and value to each and every single person who ever was a Descendants fan. And what Kylie Cantrell opened up the Worlds Collide Tour with by saying, every dream is achievable, no matter what that dream is. Thank you so much, Kylie. Thank you so much for using my tagline. And I feel so appreciative of that, because that's what I've always believed. And that's always what I've wanted to instill in the minds of everybody who ever said proudly they were a Descendants or Zombies fan, was that every dream that you have is possible, and I really don't care what that dream is. Why is somebody going to join the cross-country team if they don't want to run? Why is somebody going to join the volleyball team if they don't want to bounce a ball around and become stronger? If you want to do something in life, you have one life to take a chance with and take a real gamble. And if you don't do that, you never know what you could achieve. And that's all I've ever wanted to do for each and every one of you. I have never wanted to take that away from you. I have never wanted to say to you that this is the end for Descendants or Zombies, because we have a Zombies 5 movie coming out. The release window looks like 2027, mid-2027. And we have Descendants 5 Wicked Wonderland a year away, but that does not mean that we can't get there and get to the point where we see Descendants 6. I am really excited to see where we go from here. I am really excited to see what kind of twists and turns the plot will take. The sibling quarrel between Red and Pink, Liamani Segura, looks absolutely beautiful, but there's just something about this franchise going on without Ruby that I don't think I will ever get used to. I've cried myself to sleep every single night knowing that Ruby is no longer going to be a part of Descendants. I say this because Ruby was just so kind. You have a lot of people in this world who are real idiots who don't want to make a consistent effort to be kinder to people. And that's why this world sometimes looks very evil and very dastardly, is because there aren't enough kind people in this world. But I honestly don't think that Ruby has ever said anything unkind to anybody or done anything to anybody to receive all the criticism that she has received. I don't think Kylie has either. I loved how Kylie showed herself as Red through half of the performances, and then she showed herself as for who she really was, herself. An aspiring actress and an aspiring singer. And we got the songs Goodie Bag and Denim and See You Tonight. Beautiful, beautiful representations of her. I think she's doing a fabulous job promoting her EP independently, because it is such a challenge to promote your EP independently. I know, because I've helped a lot of people promote it through this radio show and this podcast. I've hosted so many shows, and I've seen so many people have a constant struggle promoting their EP. It is very challenging to present your sound and your image for the way that you want to. And my heart goes out to each and every single person who ever even attempted doing that. Both the Kylie Cantrell and Freya Sky have done a fabulous job. I think they did a fabulous job singing the original Zombie songs, the original Descendants songs, even though they sounded quite different from the voices of Dove Cameron and Ruby Rose Turner being lent to songs such as Life is Sweeter When You Are, which became the anthem of my life, really, because I think that kindness really does go a long way in this world. You're going to have to forgive me, because I am a really sweet guy. I am the sweetest guy to ever upload a Descendants or Zombies video on YouTube. I get really excited to invest money behind this YouTube channel because I love buying new tech to enhance it. I love buying new tech to make it better for each and every one of you. And if you would be so kind to hit my subscribe button, I will take you on a fabulous journey throughout every aspect of the Descendants, which means historical moments, historical dates in history, and every moment that meant something special to each and every one of your hearts. Thank you so much for having made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies for the last 10 years. This has been an incredible honor. I love being able to sit behind this podcast microphone every day and every night of my life, even if it is during a zombie apocalypse and everybody is all kind of thing. I love doing it for each and every one of you, and I am a man of 1,000 different colored flannel shirts and a very pale complexion, I know. But there's just something about staying calm and zombieing on that I've always believed in. And I've always just wanted to be a part of all of your lives, and I've always wanted you to fall in love with my YouTube channel and my content, because I share the same passion as each and every one of you, and I can't imagine having done anything else with my life. You know, my professional wrestling career wasn't going the greatest. All the podcasts that I created for various other niches weren't as popular as this one. But it's because each and every one of you have been my shield against all the criticism that I've received. You've had your reasons, obviously, for subscribing to this YouTube channel, perhaps because you like it. Perhaps it's just something about my voice being tied into the Descendants franchise for the last 10 years. Now, 10 years ago, mind you, I wasn't uploading as many videos as what I am now. But each and every one of you have been just so incredibly supportive of this YouTube channel for what feels like forever. And I don't know if I would be able to do it without each and every one of you. I honestly don't know if I would be able to do it, because the decision to hit the subscribe button ultimately comes down to you. How you feel about this YouTube channel. I can't take away your opinion on this YouTube channel. Some people like it, some people don't. But at least 95% of you who are girls love this YouTube channel so much, and you help make this YouTube channel thrive. You help make this YouTube channel stronger because you share the same passion as the other 1,000 girls who have subscribed to this YouTube channel. And you could be the 5,000th subscriber that is put up on this YouTube channel. I don't know who it's going to be or when we will see 5,000 subscribers, but I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had, 5 subscribers, and I thought this YouTube channel was going to go nowhere. And then overnight, after I talked about Dove Cameron about 500 times, and Kylie Control 500 times, because that idiot guy she was in a relationship with, and then Ryan McCartan, I wanted to get him off YouTube, and then we achieved that. You don't know how much of a difference you make or significant impact you leave on this YouTube channel. Your hearts have been forever imprinted on this YouTube channel, and I know there is somebody out there that wants to find this content, so the more that you hit that subscribe button, the more that more people have a chance of finding this content. It is absolutely incredible when so many people hit the subscribe button for whatever reasons they have. Perhaps they also, too, want to live in a world where zombies and humans can coexist. I never ever wanted to take that away from anybody. I really didn't. I know I'm a guy who has a huge Mickey Mouse over his bed, a huge Minnie Mouse over his bed, but I do this because I love it so much is the reason why. I love it so much, and I can't think of myself doing anything else in this lifetime. And even though I do something else in this lifetime, this show will still always be here for each and every one of you. Now, you've got to give me time to talk about the different topics about Descendants and Zombies, because it takes time to produce these videos. But if you would be so gracious to hit my subscribe button, that would be amazing. I don't know how many girls we have out there that go to the gym or run cross country or are cheerleaders or what have you, but we need as many people as we can get on our zombie fighting apocalyptic team. So we need the muscle to be packed on this YouTube channel, because you've got to think about as a YouTube creator, the best analogy that I can give to you is like this. You know, you can upload your videos, you can get so many likes, you can get so many subscribers, but what it comes down to is the person behind the video watching the video, and if they really believe that a zombie apocalypse can happen. But if I can offer you an analogy, this is how it works. It's like going to a gym and exercising and lifting weights. So the more weights that you lift and the more often that you do it, what's going to happen to you? You're going to get stronger. You're going to build muscle. So if you hit the subscribe button for this YouTube channel, it makes this YouTube channel that much more stronger and stand out more. And I would love to have you here. I would love to have every single Descendants or Zombies fan be a part of this YouTube channel, because it will help this YouTube channel achieve worldwide popularity if it hasn't already. And I honestly don't know where I would be without each and every one of you. Thank you so much from my heart to yours for having believed in this YouTube channel for as much as what you have. I know somebody out there is going to hit my subscribe button because they love the Worlds Collide Tour, they love the Zombies franchise, they love the Descendants franchise. People leave it for me in the comments all the time, leaving hearts and telling me they love Descendants and Zombies for Victor and Nova, Meg Donnelly and Mila Manheim, of course Zed and Addison. I think Addison was a beautiful character in Zombies. I would have loved to have been, I don't know, Zed's brother in this and had the power as a vampire to heal. My power as a vampire would have always been to heal, or a vampire slayer. I would have loved to have the opportunity to be able to heal people. Honestly, this has been the most fun that I've had in my entire life, and I don't know if there's anything else that I would have ever wanted to do or been able to do in this lifetime. Creating these videos has been an honor for me, and I can only hope that someone is going to hear my voice and somebody is going to have their heart touched, because I love Descendants and Zombies as much as what you do. My favorite characters from Descendants would have to be Kylie Cantrell. I definitely loved Dove Cameron years ago, but I think that if I had to choose between Dove or Kylie, I think I would choose Kylie, because I've always wanted to give Kylie the benefit of the doubt. Lord knows she has received her fair share of criticism, and I just want Kylie to have something nice to Google about herself. Because if you actually look at all the stuff that is popping up on search engines for these Descendant stars, it's never anything nice. And it breaks my heart. So I just want them to know that it is okay to Google themselves and search themselves again, because there is some nice guy out there that is talking about them in the right way, and the right way they deserve to be talked about for what feels like forever. And you can help me out with that, because if you hit this subscribe button, you don't know how much of a difference you make in somebody's life who loves Descendants or Zombies as much as what you do. Because when you hit the subscribe button, okay, the YouTube algorithm recognizes that Jonathan Clarke uploaded the video and 500 people subscribed to his video. And because 500 people subscribed to his video, obviously they like his videos. And this guy really believes in a zombie apocalypse happening, so we've got to listen to this guy, because we can never be too sure when a zombie apocalypse is going to happen. I mean, if this guy's crazy enough to go out and think about buying a $300 microphone today, because he's crazy, out of his freaking mind, then obviously he really thinks there's a zombie apocalypse that could happen. And you can never be too prepared. You can never have enough strawberry cow on hand to mix in your milk, which, come to think of it, I've ran out of. Ruby, I love you so much, man. I miss you in the Descendants franchise. Please come live with me so you can help me make sense of life and help me do all kinds of stuff, like build game chairs and play video games with me, because no other girl wants to play video games with me. I don't know if there's girls out there that love Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon and Super Mario and Mario Kart and Donkey Kong and Final Fantasy and Resident Evil and Metal Gear Solid and Grand Theft Auto. Maybe Ruby loves all those games, and Ruby can come play all these video games behind me, which you see there. Oh, I've always wanted people to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I mean people from all walks of life. Cheerleaders, volleyball players, cross-country runners, people who wrestle. I've always wanted people to subscribe to this YouTube channel, man, because this YouTube channel is cool. And I know there's some girl out there that's going to love these videos, because just when I think nobody's going to subscribe, somebody always hits the subscribe button. So if you would be so kind, please blow this YouTube channel up with likes, subscribers, because I love creating these videos for each and every one of you. And to be honest with you, I can't think of any other way to spend the rest of our lives than by staying calm and zombieing on. That sounds pretty cool and like a pretty good idea to me. What do you girls think? I know you are incredibly sweet. You have welcomed me into this niche. You have forever made me the voice of Descendants and Zombies, and it is a huge honor to have been that for each and every one of you for what feels like an eternity. So with that being said, I've got to run out now and spend a lot of money on this YouTube channel. I will be back later on. I don't know what I'm going to buy. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to blow your minds. Whatever I do. Because I love Descendants of Zombies. The best way to live our lives is to stay calm and zombie on. Stay pale forever. And don't consult red light therapy. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. Because we all have to stay calm and zombie on. Yeah, man.